feel like I need to rest and go slow. I've done a little bit of research on breathing and how to make your labor less painful. I got this thing called the MimiBelt. So the straps are going over your legs. I have decision fatigue. I don't think I've found anything that clears my brain quite like that did. I have just pulled up outside my hairdresser because I'm getting my hair back to the brown that it used to be. I got my hair dyed on my birthday, which was a couple months ago now. And in the light you can see that it's just this, it's gone red. But I thought I'd just come on and chat for a second about the seatbelt thing that I'm using. So I got this thing called the MimiBelt, and it was a little bit silly at first. I kind of feel like a toddler, but essentially, let me show you. I don't really know the best way to show you this without it being weird, but basically it's this thing that straps on to the driver's seat, and you just put the seatbelt on normally, but you kind of like clip it in there and then you click your seatbelt in. So the straps are going over your legs, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to show you, but essentially it is really cool. And I feel so much less pressure on my stomach. And I also do feel a little bit safer as well, because if someone else is causing an accident, that could impact me and Bub. If I just have less pressure on my stomach to begin with, and then less constraints for it to actually like hurt. I don't know if I'm explaining any of this well. Today is just such a slow day, and I think my brain is picking up on that. Like, my brain is slow. I'm just trying to be really slow because I just need a rest day, and I'm really excited that my hair was booked in for today because that is just going to give me that massage, the relaxation that I need. Another thing that also made me buy this seatbelt thing was my sister was in a car accident recently. She's fine now, everything's good. But that really just got me thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, it really can happen to anyone. So highly recommend. I'll link MimiBelt in the description if you're pregnant or know someone that's pregnant and you hadn't heard of this, because I'd never heard of it till I came across it. I think it was like an Insta ad. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's Australian certified and everything. No dramas so far. But even just that sentence of talking, I just feel winded. I am so run down that it's not even funny. Next time I see you, I will have nice brown hair again. This is her. This is the new color. I love this color. Like a deep brown, like a mocha. Actually kind of matches my top. Very, very happy with my hair. The girls in there are just so lovely, and it just smells really, really nice in there. It is about 4 hours later now, so I'm wondering, do I still go and do everything that I need to do out here? Because I am very exhausted today. I wasn't as chatty in there as normal, and I feel like I need to rest and go slow. But there's a bunch of things I need to send at the post office. I feel like I don't want to go to the packing station because there's just so many addresses that I need to send off to everyone. And then I'll have to stand in the line, and like, I know that it's not a big deal, and I need to sit as much as possible because I'm just exhausted. And I feel like standing is quite a big deal because if I have stood for too long, I feel very faint. Sorry, I'm just looking in the rearview mirror. I think I just saw someone walk past that was drunk in the middle of the day. I don't know. Maybe not. I have decision fatigue. I don't know what to do. Although one of the things at the post office is a birthday present and I haven't wrapped it and I haven't got a card. I was planning to do it all there and that's a big job and I want to do it right because I don't want to rush a birthday present, you know? So I think I am just gonna go straight home. I feel like the third trimester's hit me early. I'm not in the third trimester yet, but I feel the weight and the heavy and the exhaustion and the fog. I think fog is a good word. I feel a lot of fog. Anyway, I'm gonna strap into my little toddler seatbelt and I'm gonna head home. I'm back home now. I'm trying to manifest winter, hence the blanket. It's slightly too warm for a blanket or a jumper. Sometimes there are gusts of wind and it feels a bit chilly and I get my hopes up. But then next week is back to 39 degrees. Like we're in the 20s this week and I'm considering that winter. 26 degrees, that's like cold. I know it's not cold, but it's cold. And I really just want it to drop below 20 because that is just really what I need right now. I just need to be cozy and I need to snuggle up with a good book. But actually, I'll move you back so you can see. But one thing that I have been obsessed with since my birthday, essentially, one of my birthday presents was one of those like gem notebooks. So you put these little gems on the notebook and I just had the best time. I don't think I've found anything that clears my brain quite like that did, like ever. And so I was in Kmart the other day and they had a set of 5 Valentine's Day cards for $2, like on clearance. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab some and do it. Valentine's Day is over. I have no need for any of these cards, but this is the first one. I'm almost finished. And we've also got a bunch of other designs that use the same gems. And I think I'm just gonna have the best time. I'm just so excited. I don't know what this does to my brain. It just shuts it right off. I don't think about a single thing while I'm doing this and it is just bliss. It is bliss. I've got the windows open behind me, the ocean breeze is flowing in, and I'm just gonna sit here and do some gems because I don't really have the energy to do much else, if I'm being completely honest. I feel so incompetent. I don't know if I've said that in this vlog or if it's in one of the pregnancy vlogs that I'm doing, but I just feel like I can't do anything. It's almost 3 p.m. on a Wednesday and all I can do is sit down. Standing and moving around just feels really difficult, but I'm only just past the halfway mark of pregnancy, so I just don't think I'm going to be able to be productive during the last trimester if this is how I feel now, you know? Anyway, days don't get much slower than this for me personally. I'm just really happy about it. I think I really just need to learn how to slow down. Anyway. It is currently the next day. I am just sitting out on my egg chair and today has also been such a slow day, but it's also been really difficult when it comes to the dogs, in specific Cosmo. I thought I was getting the hang of everything. I was implementing everything that the dog trainer told us to do. I popped out for 30 minutes this morning. I had a few post office things to do and I came back, everything was fine, and then it was roughly like 11 o'clock I would say, and the ranger pulled up out the front of my house. And when someone pulls up out the front, the dogs bark a little bit because someone's there. And I took them upstairs to their cages, they stopped barking, and the Ranger just sat there for about 5 minutes, and I'm like, that's a little sus. And they didn't come in or anything, they just drove off. So I'm guessing someone has dobbed again, and like maybe they barked for a few minutes while I was out this morning. But is that really any cause to call the Ranger? I think on the weekend we'll go grab some cameras and we can put them up in the backyard to see exactly how much they're barking. Sorry, the wind just picks up in gusts. I was just saying that we will probably grab some cameras on the weekend, pop them up in the backyard and actually see how much they're barking, because if it's like one bark, then you shouldn't be calling the Ranger on that. I feel like they've just found a lizard or something over in the garden. But I am just in my swimmers. We're about to go for an ocean swim because I am just not having a good day. I have ridiculous acid reflux. I am not having a good time with my food. I'm exhausted, and this whole dog neighbor thing on top of all of this really just is not helping. So I think an ocean swim will help. So I have about 10 minutes until I have to leave, and I'm just going to read a book that I picked up the other day. It's called Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't know anything about space or astronauts or anything, but it's a really good book. I am only 81 pages in, so I can't really recommend it yet, but the first 81 pages have been great. I think my goal for yesterday was to really just try and be as slow as possible and to slow down, and I really wanted to practice some breathing, which might sound a little bit silly because you breathe every day. It's like you don't even think about it. But I heard somewhere that labor is 25% physical and 75% mental. When I get in really stressful situations, I panic. And panic is not a good thing to do in labor. So I've done a little bit of research on breathing and how to make your labor less painful. Like obviously childbirth is such a painful thing, but if I can lessen that pain by like 1%, I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. So essentially they say that it's 75% mental, because if your mind thinks that you should be feeling fear because it's like an unknown painful feeling, then it really tenses up, and then as your body tenses, that creates more pain. So like the more tense you are, the more painful the contractions feel. And so it's like a fear, tension, pain cycle if your brain isn't in the right headspace. So I've been researching a bunch of ways to breathe, and I've just been trying to practice them, and I thought I would share them with you. I don't know if this is interesting or not, but I'm just going to share anyway. If you're a very visual person, there's a breathing technique where you picture a triangle and you breathe in for 4 seconds through your nose, hold for 2 seconds, and then breathe out for 6 seconds through your mouth, and you just keep picturing that triangle. And I've tried that one and it kind of works, but the one that I found that is really, really helpful, like I'm not in any pain or anything at the moment, but I can kind of tell but I can kind of tell when something is going to work with my body and when it's not. And the breathing technique that I think is really going to work with my body is you breathe in for 4 seconds through your nose, and then you breathe out kind of through your mouth, but more so through your lips. So it's like as if you're letting out the tiniest little bit of air, and you just picture this like gold string. I don't think I'll do the picturing thing because the visual thing doesn't really work for me or help me at all. And you like breathe through the tiniest little gap in your lips, and that has really helped. So I'm gonna try and do that for the next week or two, see if I can get better at it and maybe breathe out for longer, because I've also heard the longer you exhale, the better the breath is. Anyway, I'm just down a breathing rabbit hole at the moment, and I just thought I would share with you. But my alarm has just gone off. I am about to meet Rowan at the beach after his day at work, and yeah, thank you so much again for coming along for this vlog. It is a little bit of a short one again, but I really am just not feeling it. I'm not feeling great, and I feel like I just can't put out a weekly vlog that I'm proud of, because some days only have like 1 minute clips, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I just yapped to you instead of reading my book for 10 minutes, and now I've got to go. So anyway, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Bye.